In today's video, we're going to talk about what to do if you're terminated. This is video number 3 of the 3-part series. I'm Martin Buckland and I help senior executives across the world achieve their career goals. If you like this video, please press the subscribe button and press the bell button where you will be notified of all future videos, and there are plenty more to come. So we're going to carry on from video number 1 and video number 2 on what to do if you are terminated. Now you're ready to execute a plan. It's a full-time appointment. A job search is not to be treated lightly. You want to get back to work in the fastest possible way. So embrace a full-time job. Think of it. You are going to work every morning. Your work is to find work. Think about, well, who are the top 35 or 45, or pick a number, preferably more than 35, employers that you want to go and work for. Target somebody who would be your boss or your boss's boss at that particular company. Why am I telling you this? Is because you are a product and you are sending that product to the market. You are selling yourself to that market. That market is smaller right now because we're in a recession. But even in a good time, you're still a product and you're sending that product to the market. The bulk of the jobs, doesn't matter where you are in the world, are hidden. You need to be a detective. You need to go and seek and search those jobs. Here in Canada, where I am right now, only 8%, think of it, that's terrible. 8% of jobs are advertised. That includes all the job boards, all the national newspapers, and all the corporate websites. Then 12%, 13% is executive recruiters, and the rest is hunting, selecting who do you want to go and work for. So this is going to while away hundreds of hours looking for that person who will be your boss or your boss's boss. The key to your success is going to be networking. You need to get out and network. If you're allowed to get out, we're in COVID right now, we can't get out too much, but in good times, you need to actually shake the hands. Yes, remember that? Shake the hands of 3 new people every day. You can meet them on Zoom. You hunt them down on LinkedIn. You hunt them down on various other social media platforms. Twitter. If you're a sales and marketing professional, you have to be on Twitter. You need to be on Facebook. Facebook is being increasingly used as a search tool by people who are looking for talent, just like you. So embrace social media, embrace that long day, that full-time gig. The more you put into it, the more rewards are going to come your way. So now you're probably getting traction after a number of weeks, number of months, hopefully a number of weeks. Now you're getting to the interview stage. You need to practice those interviews. You need to know what the questions they're going to be asked. But before, you need to do your research on that company. With the advent of the internet in the last 20 years, there's a whole slew of information on every company available. Initially Google them and go through all those pages. Look for the corporate culture. That's very, very important. Here's a tip. You need to network with somebody who's not going to be your boss or your boss's boss, but works at that company or has worked at that particular company, and that's where LinkedIn is going to be invaluable. And you need to have a dialogue with them. You need to network with them and ask them all about the corporate culture. What do they talk about? What is their products? What is their services? What is their future? Because they will know, and then you can talk about that in an interview. An interview, by the way, is a two-way street. It's not just them asking you a question. You need to ask them a question. Doesn't matter whether it's an individual interviewer or a panel. Come armed with interview questions, questions that you are going to want to know the answer to, and provoke them. It's a dialogue. It's a meeting of the minds. Basically, it's a conversation to see whether you are a fit. And if you are, then hopefully you will go through several rounds of interviews and you will get a job offer. Now, if you get a job offer, don't immediately accept it. Take some time to review it. And here's another tip for you. We are in a very transitionary society. So you will probably be terminated, canned, let go, laid off, or whatever, some other time down the road, maybe 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8, 9 years. But you need to get written into that job offer your exit. So I would suggest that you go and see an employment lawyer who, for an hour's fee, it would be a very good investment. You will get your exit package. I know it seems reverse. It doesn't come naturally to many people, but this is the way of the world now. You need to get your exit package written into that job offer. And most people will accept that. Most employers will accept that. But however, very few initially write it into that contract. So hopefully you've got many ideas from this 3-part series. One thing I want to leave you with is you need to manage your career. So it's not just when you're in a termination, when you're being terminated and you're in career transition. I don't call it unemployment, I call it career transition. It sounds better. So you're in career transition, but you're also always 24/7, 365 in charge of your career. Manage your career from today onwards. I've been in this business now 26 plus years. I've seen people who manage their careers advance a lot faster and deal with that headache, that stress of a career transition a lot better than people who don't manage their careers. So you need to have your resume up to date. I would suggest every 6 to 8 months, definitely a year, you need to bring your resume up to date. Because look at it the other way. A recruiter tomorrow, if you're gainfully employed, could tap on your shoulder and say, Joe, I have the perfect job for you. Where is your resume? And if you haven't got an up-to-date resume, you're stranded. And what is that recruiter going to think of you? So have your resume up to date. And this is really crucial. Have a profile on LinkedIn. Don't just leave it and then next time you're in career transition, activate it again. Share, make comments. You are a product. You always need to sell that product to the market. And that marketplace is LinkedIn. Recruiters, as we speak, as I'm filming this, are actively looking for talent just like you on LinkedIn. What's that message you're going to send if you've got a very outdated or incomplete LinkedIn profile? So do yourself a favor. Manage your career from today forward. I'm Martin Buckland. I'm an executive career management practitioner, and I can help you through a career transition